Beach, Josh, and these surf races aren't going to be any different.
It's going to continue here, that's for sure. We take a look at some of the names, the best in the business, but a couple of girls who've backed up so far. We've seen your Tian Raymonds, your Harriet Browns already in the earlier finals. Will they be able to get through this one?
Well, Harriet Brown won the board race. She raced very well in the ski race. She's my pick for today in this surf race.
A big field here of girls, and they're off and away. Maddie Dunn and Harriet Brown closest to screen there. It looks like Lana Rogers is in the mix as well. So Taylor Piskarik from Manly dives in. She's got a little bit of work to do. That run in hurt a few of the girls, and the tides just come in a little bit at that awkward depth, Jack, about hip height, forcing you to duck dive. You can't quite swim, you can't quite run.
Yeah, too deep to wade, Josh, and too shallow to swim, like you said. So these girls, we see them dolphining out, and that's a fair run from the start line for these girls before they get into their swim stroke.
Height is certainly an advantage here. The likes of Harriet Brown, the taller girls, will get out in front early.
Yeah, they should. You think that those girls need to use their height to their advantage today here at Freshwater.
They make their way through the break here. Such a long break. The surf's really coming through, and it shook up the earlier board and ski races, and I'm sure we'll see the same here in the swim. They go deep down and underneath. Tell us what they do when they go under these waves, Jack. It's just not a matter of crashing through the whitewater, is it?
So that's Harriet Brown at the bottom of our screen, and as they dive under these whitewater waves, they try and get down to the bottom. They want to pull themselves along, kick along the bottom, stay as deep as they can for as long as they can, then come up the other side into the clean water. That way, the water that's moving with that wave towards the beach is not pulling them back.
And of course, the water that goes into the sand has to escape somewhere. Sometimes it's out in rips, other times it's along the bottom, so you might get a little push out to sea as well. But leading us out, Naomi Scott, the local girl from just down the road. She's had a great summer of surf so far, a breakthrough summer of surf so far. She got a win in the surf race at Redhead. She's been in the mix in a few other rounds and showing these older and more experienced girls that in the summer of surf, reputations mean nothing.
Absolutely not, Josh. Reputations don't mean anything. We've got some great underwater shots there. We see the bottom of the ocean as the girls dive under a little one and they're up and swimming. Naomi Scott is out in front and she's swimming away from the likes of Harriet Brown and Lana Rogers.
A nice long stroke there from Scott. We can see not a lot of white water where her hand goes in. Very smooth, clean entry. Means she grabs the most water she possibly can, pulls it through out the back, and all the white water's behind her, making it a little bit harder for the girls behind her to swim. But Harriet Brown just sneaks into the white water there and the streamline. You'll see, interestingly, the girls are going around both the string of 7 and the 4 black. That is the traditional surf race in surf life saving. It just makes it that little bit longer, spreads it out a little bit, and gives the swimmers a bit more of a chance to get into their stroke. So Naomi Scott's around the final black and white can. She'll head in and go around the final green and gold can and then head on the way home. Looks like Lana Rogers, she's moved up into 3rd place from the Noosa Club. She's had a great summer so far. Won the semi-final of the Iron Woman in the last round there, and she's an absolute star of the future, especially in these swims.
Absolutely she is, Josh, and she's trying to sit on the hip there of Harriet Brown. She's allowing Harriet to do the work. Perhaps when they head around that green and gold can, she'll try and take it up on the way home, try and get up onto the feet of Naomi Scott, then up and past her into the wave zone.
Interestingly, from here we can see the rating of the girls, and Naomi Scott's just goes up a little bit on the way home. Harriet Brown, Lana Rogers in 2nd and 3rd. Looks like Maddie Dunn, a small gap back to her in 4th place. Another of the Northcliffe competitors, originally from Caloundra on the Sunshine Coast, headed down to the super strong Northcliffe Club. And as a wave starts to come, Naomi Scott will push, and just will not get down. A little bit of heartbreak for the girls. You think you're down one, it fills up. As we see Bart Louie underwater there, and what about the shots? There's a real talent there from Bart. As the girls head over the top and head for home, how tough is it when you think you're going to be down a wave, it fills up, and you're forced to keep swimming?
Well, Josh, we've seen the ski and the board races. Those pieces of craft really run on the ocean and really use these runners. Naomi Scott's done a great job there to pick up this little bubble. She's going to try and hold this one right the way through to the sand and then get up and finish this race off.
Reward for effort for Naomi Scott, and talk about running the ocean there. What about the body surfing? Unbelievable, but there's a little bit of work left. There's some girls coming on a wave out the back. There's some girls coming down a wave there. It's difficult to see who they that is. And I'm sure Harriet Brown, Maddie Dunn is there as well. So they're catching up and the gap is closing. They're going to join her. But Naomi Scott stands up and says, no, thank you. I'm going to take this one. She'll dive onto the wave, collect her second win for the Summer of Surf at only 17 years of age. And Naomi Scott is a star of the future. Put her in the likes of Lizzie Wellborn, Gemma Smith. We are going to see plenty more of this one coming up. Eliza Smith comes from nowhere to grab second place overall. And Maddie Dunn, what about that? She will pop up, thank you very much, and make it a Northcliffe second and third. Hayley Lane from North Cronulla there will run across in fourth. And then the sprint is on. Every race counts, every place counts in the overall point score. We can see the girls coming from miles away. That freshwater surf really shook things up. Naomi Scott reigns supreme just down the road from her home club at Manly. Eliza Smith and Maddie Dunn round out the podium. Lane, Rogers, Brown, Piscaric and Brown round out our top 8. Mickle, Coleman, Nolan, Hood, Raymond, Tripus, Gaffney and Smith are the finishers there. What a surf race.
Yeah, well, I guess the wave just came through at the right time and I managed to just sneak onto it. And yeah, I just almost caught it all the way in and I dolphin dived in, so.
Is that always the plan, just get out in front and hope you're first on it?
Yeah, pretty much.
And your training, you've obviously had a great series so far. Expectations for the rest, you trained well, do you think you can take this out for the rest of the summer?
Oh, I don't really know. I'm first year 17, so I was just been going in it to like try and gain some experience racing with the Opens and see what I could do, and yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
And thank you very much, Naomi Scott. She shoots straight to the top of the overall point score, ahead of clubmate Taylor Piscaric. Both the Manly girls doing well. Alex Nolan, Gemma Smith, Tara Coleman round out our top 5. A few of these girls only have a couple of results, so there's plenty of time and plenty of movement left on the overall scoreboard.